Well.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, I think we're now, yes.
Heck yeah. Okie doke. I also did the pick crew that Helen posted.
I was too scared to do that.
Because of what it said.
Yep.
Amazing.
Wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
Unless you're into that kind
No!
of thing.
I'm scared.
You into playing with a long-haired old man?
No, unless he's like one of those immortal old men. I don't want it. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So I'm thinking for Friday when we do the watch. I'm thinking about maybe we'll watch the Netflix show Shadow and Bone. Because I know Angel is intrigued after I told her that it has really bad Russian words in it.
Of course.
Yeah. It's basically like if you took Harry Potter and Narnia and you like slapped them together. It's Asher! Oh my gosh, it's Asher! Hello, I love you!
I love you more than I guess.
How dare you! I'm gonna eat you into the sun, Lulu.
Do it, Howard. You will.
Dang, see. Yeah, I still need to work on my audio settings because apparently my audio still tends to just make me die more likely than not. On OBS, it's like you're too loud all the time. Though to be fair, OBS is right. I am too loud all the time. That is a fact.
Yep.
Barry hasn't arrived yet. We don't know where she is. On Discord, it shows that she's around. And she said yesterday that she was gonna be here for the podcast, but she hasn't shown up yet. And so we just decided to like go ahead and start, especially since I don't want to make Lulu stay up too late doing this. But we'll see. Hopefully she'll turn up. If not, it's probably because of work and stuff or something came up.
Yeah.
But either way, the good thing is this episode is my episode, so we only really need my stuff for it. And it's Emric too!
I am.
Hi Emric, welcome to the stream. I love you so much. How's it going?
You're not wrong, Edger.
You're you're not wrong, Azure. It's so true. Yeah, I've missed you, Azure, so much. You're the greatest.
I missed Azure more than
How dare you? Anyways, what were you gonna say, Lulu? Sorry.
It doesn't stop me from missing you, Edger. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh no!
It's already gone.
No! Can't believe I've done this. Only 10%! Biggest abuse.
Just add a 0 to it and it's 100%, which is true.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Azure, we could literally all be in a call right now, like you, me, and Lulu. All three of us, like, could be all together in a call right at this moment, and I would still miss you guys, because I love you guys so much. I miss you right at this moment, Lulu.
How dare you?
Only 57%. If only it was 69.
Yeah.
How dare you, Azure!
That is correct, Azure. That is correct.
I am yeeting myself into the sun at this rate. 62! Oh, it's so close! Wasn't there a time where we hit 69%? Somebody did. I feel like somebody did. I can't remember who it was. Oh, thank you, Lulu. Also, it's Doodle! I love you, Doodle! Doodle, you're the greatest. I love you. Oh no. Danksy. What do you mean, Azure? I'm scared. Doodle said I...
Anya's silly thing is she's getting all these spam bots.
Yeah. Danksy. Yeah.
Oh.
94%! Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, 75. The higher numbers are finally here.
Yeah, but not for what matters.
Yeah.
I mean, my love for M definitely does matter.
I can't believe you BM'd Emric like this.
Oh. My love for everyone should be more than 10%. That's what I'm trying to say.
Heck yeah. Yeah, if this was legit, my love for everyone would be over 1,000,000%.
No, nothing happened then. It's perfectly fine. You weren't supposed to hear anything of that conversation.
Yeah, nothing happened, Emric. It's fine.
Yeah.
86% iBot loves Doodle. Also, Azure, that's 21% is way too low. I love you 5 billion ever.
There should be 2 zeros on there.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. The only time I'll accept anything lower than 2,000 is if it's 69. And that's
Sure,
it.
but
It's Barry, hello!
Hello.
Hi, Barry, I love you!
Hi. My last message of oh fuck.
I love It's amazing.
Goodness.
Incredible. Just to show y'all what just happened. Wait. There's the Badoop.
Are you revealing our secret secrets?
Yes, I am revealing the secrets.
I cannot believe you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah. It's like get it, only it's fucks.
Heck yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, Autumn, we missed you so much. I hope you're doing okay. Was it work?
It was me taking a rest because of my hand and passing out in bed because it's so fucking hot here right now.
I see. That makes sense.
At least we're not on the West Coast.
Yeah, then it would be even
The
worse.
Pacific Northwest is getting it really bad right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely bad everywhere. Like, here definitely should be much cooler than it is. We're so far up north and stuff. It should not be this warm, ever. Also, I can't believe Azure would rig it so that he only gets low scores. Dang. C. Can't believe Nightbot would do this. Also, Doodle, I'll march right into the Capcom headquarters just for you, and I'll threaten all of them into releasing it.
Anya.
Yee.
Great Ace Attorney next month.
I know! I was talking to Mark literally yesterday about it. I was like, this is it. We can finally finish those games. Because we're literally on the last case of the first game. That's where the fan translation stops. And so I'm like, one day. Which means we're also gonna have to play through it all over again, and probably off stream of us just like going through it all up until that point. Also, I can't believe Doodle said that. Enemies to lovers, let's go. I can't believe Doodle is living the fanfiction life right now. Wait, where did that come from? Barry, what are you singing?
I'm making like vaguely porno music.
Oh, go.
noises.
There we go, Doodle. And there was only one bed for Doodle and Nightbot.
And Doodle was like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh my gosh. What do you mean, Azure? Get back in here.
Get in her.
Heck yeah, Doodle, yeet me into the sun. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Are we good to
You
start?
wanna start
Yeah.
or-
Same
I'm
brain.
sorry. Oh god, what have I done?
You're on thin ice.
What am I not?
Exactly.
Barry is constantly on the tightrope of whether she's still on the podcast or not.
Which has been going on for the last 2 years. ever since she started. It's just been.
I got canceled my first week, and it's been on off ever since.
Too real. Also, Azure, get back in here.
Get back in her.
You cannot escape the basement.
You can never leave.
2%.
Oh! Even mine wasn't that bad.
That's what you get for that quote.
What you get for wanting to fuck Nightbot? And that was like, nope.
My butt's like, you're mine.
Never, Azure. Never. Never ever. Your soul is trapped in the basement 5 ever. And that's a fact. What? No! Doodle!
The power of typos.
It's okay, so was I.
Doodle's just giving the best typos today.
I prefer to refer to it as being unplanned.
Doodle, I love you so much. And Azure, come and fight me right now at the Zennies to decide the fate of our rivalry forever. Anyways, it's almost 4. Should we start?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Yes, we should.
So, today, we're finally back. After several weeks, we're finally back with the 3 Nerds, 1 Forgotten Game podcast with me, Anya the Nerd, and...
Princess Lulu 1989 and
The terminally late spookiest berry.
my gosh. And this week, we're playing a game that I actually played on Discord like a while back. I think during the summer when COVID first became a thing. So the summer of last year, I was playing this on Discord for Azure, and I think Sushi was there too for some of it. But yeah, I was playing this game for a while because I discovered it and thought it was interesting. And it is interesting and it has a lot of cool stuff, but it also has some bad game mechanics, but we'll get into that. Anyways, the game is called Avalon Code. It's a fantasy action role-playing game for the Nintendo DS. It was developed by Matrix Software and published by Marvelous Entertainment. And it was released on November 1st, 2008. So, near my birthday. Of course, not my birth year. I'm not that young. I'm pretty young, but I'm not that young. But pretty close to my birth date. It was directed by Keizo Kato, who is known for producing many well-known Nintendo titles such like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Super Mario 64, and Takahiro Matsumoto, who is known for working on various Final Fantasy titles. The producer was Yoshifumi Hashimoto, who was known for producing the Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons, and Rune Factory series. So the Matrix Corporation, commonly referred to as Matrix Software, is a Japanese video game development company located in Tokyo. Founded in July 1994 by former members of Climax Entertainment and Telenet Japan, the company has since created games for a number of systems, beginning with their action-adventure game title Alundra in April 1997. Matrix has teamed with other developers, such as Square Enix and Chunsoft, to produce games for existing franchises such as Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, as well as other anime and manga properties. In addition to game console development, Matrix Software has also made games for various Japanese mobile phone brands since 2001. Marvelous Entertainment Incorporated was a multinational corporation that produced animation, music, video games, and television series. They're known for their involvement in the Story of Seasons series. They merged with AQ Interactive in 2011 and became Marvelous AQL. So the plot of Avalon Code centers on a young peasant who has been plagued with apocalyptic and prophetic nightmares for weeks prior to the beginning of the story. The latest dream, shown in the opening cinematic, features a mysterious voice. The voice reveals that the protagonist's world has undergone countless reincarnations in the past, has faded to a cycle of correction, destruction, rebirth until true enlightenment is achieved, and that the main character has been chosen by the powers that be to deem the people, places, and things of the current world worthy or unworthy of being carried over into the next. This voice is that of a magical sentient record book called the Book of Prophecy. Taking this tome, the newly appointed Chosen One sets out to find and befriend 4 guiding elemental book spirits who take residence in the book. Throughout the journey, the Chosen One learns more about the hidden plot to hasten the imminent apocalypse, playing out beneath a shallow political feud with the neighboring kingdom and the decisions of the previous Chosen One. The game makes use of a mechanic that allows the player to affect the elemental code of the world around them by using the Book of Prophecy, which is situated on the touch-sensitive lower screen. This book is the central focus of both the plot and the gameplay, and the game also allows the player to select between a male and female protagonist. So, already off the bat, like, the plot of this game is pretty interesting in the fact that most RPGs, most of these kinds of stories are all about avoiding the apocalypse, trying to prevent the apocalypse. In Avalon Code, the apocalypse is going to happen no matter what. That's not the problem. The problem is making sure that everything is saved so that when the apocalypse does happen, the new reincarnated world has those items still. So it's like the world is going to end and there's nothing you can do about that. What you can do is make sure everything's prepared for when the world does end, which is kind of an interesting way of going about it. Also, hi Bajorn, hi Helen, welcome to the stream. I love you both so much. Welcome. The other interesting thing, of course, is you can pick between a male or female protagonist, and you can also you can also have a love interest. Like, you can date one of the characters as one of those characters. So the male protagonist has like a selection of heroines to pick from, and the female protagonist has a selection of heroes to pick from. And there are like a couple people that you can pick from that only happen like post main game. Like, you can also date some of the elemental spirits and stuff that come with you. So that's like a whole thing there too. And there's like other extra people besides the elemental spirits that come in later as well. So basically the whole concept of the game is you like go around with your book of prophecy and you like hit things with it. Like, you literally just take your book and you hit everything with your book. And whatever you hit gets recorded in your book of prophecy. And then the idea is you use that book of prophecy with those items in it to create new items. And you do that by like taking codes that are like represented as like these little boxes and mixing and matching it. So like, for example, if I hit a enemy with my book, for example, I can make an enemy stronger by giving it stronger codes, or I can also make it weaker by giving it weaker codes. And I can also take an enemy's abilities and use it for myself. Like, for example, if I were to use my book on a poisonous enemy and they had a poison code, I can take that enemy's poison code, put it on my own weapon, and give my weapon the ability of poison. So a pretty interesting concept. And you do the same for people too. People appear in the Book of Prophecy, and you use like codes and stuff to make them better or worse. And you kind of do this for everything, which is, it's a really interesting mechanic. There's several problems with this mechanic though. One of the main problems of it is that every time you move one of the codes in the book, you use up mana. So like MP goes down as you move codes in the book. And with the way the book is like done, you gotta like scroll through the whole book to find things you're looking for. You have to like go, okay, do you have enough room to put in your code, because you don't have a lot of space for the codes and stuff, and you gotta go, oh, where did I put that code? Oh, it's all the way over here. I gotta go over there. Like, there isn't like an easy way to search for codes, and the book gets pretty big, and it becomes very hard to keep everything organized and working properly. And then plus add in the fact that every time you try and move stuff, you lose MP. It becomes an extreme problem, especially since one of the only ways you can gain back MP is by doing this thing that actually made me quit the game, which was the juggling mechanic. So one of the interesting things about this game is, in order to defeat enemies, you juggle them. So like, you gotta click them at the right moment when they're like falling on down, and you can like send them flying into the sky. And you keep doing that, and the more you do that, the more MP you'll get at the end of it. And let me tell you, that hurts the hand so much after a while. It really hurts. I literally stopped because my hand was hurting so much that I had to stop. Otherwise, I would start damaging my hand. And of course, you can also just fight enemies regularly without the juggling mechanic, but I don't think you get MP from that. I think you have to juggle to get the MP. The other thing is dungeons. There are dungeons in the game that you have to explore, and basically you solve puzzles to go through those dungeons. They're pretty linear, and you get like a percentage in your book depending on how well you progress through a room. And that gives you like book points and stuff. So there's a lot of interesting stuff, but some of it is also like gameplay aspects that are cool in theory, but don't really work as well in actuality. But hopefully y'all will get to see some of it when we actually play the game. Let me see. So originally the game's Book of Prophecy was intended to be a virtual book that could be written and using the touchpad on the Nintendo DS. In an interview with Siliconera, producer and scenario writer Yoshifumi Hashimoto said, "In the beginning of the planning stages, I thought about the players actually writing become weaker into the book, but realized that this will take too long from the time the user thinks about it to the time it will actually change. Plus, I wanted players from other countries to all play the game the same way, so I decided to go with the moving codes around there." So Avalon Code features a total of 14 eligible non-player characters who may take a romantic interest in the player character as various side quests are completed. In the course of the campaign, Yumil, the male protagonist, may date characters labeled as heroines in the Book of Prophecy: kind but terminally ill orphan Fauna, determined heiress Princess Dorothea, guarded psychic Nana Aida, and precarious elf Sylphie, while Tia may date one of the heroes, wary street kid Rex, vigilant, inspiring hero Duran, emotionless swordsman Anwar, and devoted commander General Heath. 6 additional characters become available as love interests after the completion of the main quest, 2 book spirits apiece, along with a hero and heroine not listed in the game's instruction booklet. Most character-related side quests may be undertaken by either Yumil or Tia, even if the character in question is of the same gender as the player, or the player already has an established significant other. Developing platonic relationships adds new backstory information to entries in the Book of Prophecy. Every hero and heroine also has a particularly gripping personal issue that manifests itself in the form of a locked code piece. For example, the swordmaster Gustav's son, Duran, was unable to stop a tragedy that happened before his eyes. The square in his mental map is taken up by one weakness that is removable only by helping him come to a better understanding of the past. Avalon Code received mediocre reviews, being praised for its graphics and innovative mechanics, but criticized for its linear storyline and, of course, the gameplay. And that's basically it. That's kind of the main things that I have here for Avalon Code. So a lot of really interesting, creative ideas, but some things that maybe could have worked better if they were tweaked a bit more. Also, I saw Rolf earlier, but I didn't get to say hi. Hi, Rolf. I love you very much. Hello. Yeah, anyways. Are we ready to get into the game?
Anytime.
Heck yeah. Rolf, how old is this game? 2008. It came out November 1st, 2008. So, you know, good into the, like, start of Nintendo DS life cycle, I think, right? I can't remember when the Nintendo DS came out.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, because the DS was like 2006.
Yeah. So kind of towards the start. But yeah, so not too far into the life cycle, which is good. But yeah, anyways, where is... I should show off on the Discord as well so you guys can actually see it. Okay. There we go.
There she blows.
There she blows. Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, this is so quiet.
Yeah. Quiet.
Okay, 1 second. I just need to turn this up. RetroArch, why are you so quiet? How's that? Or is it still too quiet?
I know.
I don't know how loud it's supposed to be because it's intro music, so
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to find that out when we actually get into the game.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens though. I love the art there.
Yeah. It's super good.
Yeah, Helen, like, when I knew that Anya was playing this game, I was like, this looks so familiar to me, and I don't know why. Might have been a game that I saw in sale, but never ended up picking up.
maybe. Although a quick Google image search, I think it has like a very. It has like a look to it that I think a lot of other games had too.
Yeah, because it's Marvelous Entertainment, and they tend to have a look, the same look as many of their other games, so...
How's the audio now, by the way? Is it still too quiet?
Fine for me. I don't know about the rest of
How's it? Oh wait, Doodle says that she's played this game. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Doodle. What did you think of it?
Was I there when you Discord streamed this?
I think you might have been there for a little bit of it. I know that Azure definitely was there for pretty much all of it, and I know Sushi was there for some of it. You might have been there for some of it. Oh, Doodle says that when
around then, like, it was it's probably a while ago, so that's why I don't really remember.
Yeah, Sushi was around for this still.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember.
Oh my, it really was forever ago.
Yep. Doodle said, when I was little, I really loved it. Heck yeah. So yeah, as you can see here, we can pick between boy or girl. Of course, we're going girl. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes, the full, yes, the full genders, boy, girl, maternal, and select. The true genders.
Heck yeah, amazing.
Oh was thinking that. It does remind me of Radiant Historia, yeah.
Ah!
Life as we know it is here. For
I
man
think
has
they're
strayed
also
from
about all this.
I shall incinerate them, said the earth. And from their ashes, a new world will be born. Let us bind a duel between us. For you shall attain my heart's desire. Now, reach out your arms and receive me. Know the truth and record it. For it shall fill the coming world. As long as corruption exists, the flame of destruction will come. Until we attain true enlightenment.
Oh my gosh. I love reach out with your arms and receive me, doodle to Nightbot, and hold out your arms and receive me is now my new pickup line.
I've got a golden ticket.
Heck yeah, good time to go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Oh, it's the legend of Willy Wonka!
Also, can I just point out voice acting in a Nintendo DS game? We just saw that.
That was a rarity early on.
Yep.
More of a thing later on. Yeah, it's a rarity in the early stages.
Also, hi Adam, welcome to the stream.
Hi,
I love
Adam.
ya. Oh, Ron, thank you so much for the sub with Prime. Oh my gosh, thank you, Rolf, so much. I love you. Thank you for the sub.
Oh,
Oh,
Look, the Necronomicon. I better pick it up and read it.
I mean, if one of you wants to give me a version of it, I can do that.
More voice acting, by the way.
Just as he predicted. It has finally arrived. Hand over the book of prophecy. Do so, and I'll spare your life.
Fool.
For the undead fingers.
Chaos control.
My name's Rimbo, the Fire Guardian Spirit. And as for you, you're not laying a finger on the Book of Prophecy.
A spirit? What could you possibly do to me?
No, not me. The kid here. Come on, let's you and I go deal with this goon right now. Face it.
I mean, you could just club it with your giant mace hands.
Yeah, right? With his giant peppercorn crushers.
Don't tell me you don't know how to use the book. Well, guess I can't blame you.
read.
Great Grandpa! We'll have to teach you how to do it. Yo!
Yo!
When choosing your Keyblade, first look at the Book of Prophecy.
Yep.
We're fighting with the Sega Genesis.
Well, you only have one for now. Remember, buy 5 Sega
Oh.
Genesises.
You gotta buy one for the left and the right hand.
Yep. Yeah, as Earl said, hey, big Minotaur guy, can you stand still for a bit while I give this kid a tutorial?
I always find that hilarious in games.
Okay.
Okay.
I do so many. This bitch apparently killed.
That's sort
I
of...
know my role. I'm the first enemy. I die easily.
Dang,
I
see.
have 1 HP.
That sword's
Everything
last...
has its place.
That makes me sad now. Now I feel sad for first enemies in video games. Their destiny is just to die, and that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh, Roll says, imagine a game where they do the tutorial like this, but it doesn't pause, so you have to read while dodging.
I'm pretty sure this game's like that. Well, obviously Dark Souls is a big one for that.
Yeah. That
Well,
sword...
the tutorial messages in Dark Souls come before you would have aggroed the enemy, so
Yeah.
they're because they deliver them via like the same system other players would leave you messages on the ground, so you have to stop and read it.
That sword's the last of the book's power, perfect for using as practice. Touch the sword on the left page. Whee! Our Keyblade!
Yeah.
Good job, Sora! Use the Keyblade!
Oh, frick.
Oh. That's what Fire Fantasy's sound effect.
I mean, as I said, one of the directors was a person who worked on some of the Final Fantasy games, so...
Right? No.
Basically, this game is very much a mix of, like, Final Fantasy and, like, the Story of Seasons series and stuff like that. And it makes sense considering the people who worked on it was one guy who worked on the Final Fantasy series and one guy who worked on the Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon, Rune Factory series.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I could see Tails vibes as well.
What was the big Tails game? I can't remember the name now.
Alright, you did it! Huh? Looks like your sword lost all of its power. Oh
Yeah,
well,
of course it did.
we'll just get it back later. What is it? Who? Me?
20 hours.
I'm Rempo, one of the great spirits written in the Book of Prophecy, and also one of your possible love interests in this game if you're a girl.
Gross.
I'm a
Ugh.
mighty fire spirit that can incinerate everything. Huh, what are you looking at?
I'll set
Where's
fire to
Poison
your
Ivy
heart
when you
with
need her?
love.
Oh, you think there's something weird with my arms? These are the shackles that bind me to the book. Without these, I could really do some damage. Oh well,
Or-
guess there's no point in talking about it. I'm like the genie. Just trust me, I'm the baddest thing out there. Even though I needed your help to defeat the tutorial enemy.
And I mean bad like strong, not bad like weak. But also kinda weak.
You sure?
Look, you just started the game. I'm level 1, okay?
I'm totally the character that you're gonna get that's high powered in the story, but then I'm like, I have shit defense and low attack when you use me in your party.
Yep. You sure are honest, kid. By the way, I can't keep calling you kid. What's your name?
Princess Butt.
I don't think we have enough room. We might just have to call
definitely
us.
Looks like it's an 8-character name.
Yeah, we'll just go butt. Yeah, we'll go butt. But yeah, as you can see, the canon name for our main character here is Tia.
But now it's Butt.
Yep. It's Yumil and Tia. Yumil for the guy, Tia for the girl. Why is it taking me so long?
What? In the butt.
There we go. How do we like it?
8 characters.
Oh, Roll said I like the animation of her hair flapping in the wind. Looks nice. Yeah. Yeah, the animations in this game are actually really good, especially for an early DS title. Like, just the quality of this is amazing.
What do you mean, poor RPG protagonists? When I was a kid, we certainly didn't always rename Fu So Ya from Final Fantasy IV to Tofu, because his battle image looks like a little lump of tofu.
Are you heading out, Azure? I love how it's like, are you sure? Are you sure you want to be named Butt? Now what? Another opponent? Let's do it! Take out your sword! Okay.
Let's see what. Aw.
Glad we're on the same page. Let's show him who's boss.
See what Lee would do.
Oh, it's one of the dialogue choices. That's us talking to him, actually. So
leave.
Yeah, leave, like, cause we're gonna leave the battle no matter what here. But saying leave is like showing that like you're a coward to him, and he's gonna be like, "What the frick." Whoa, it's a human. Let's go before things get messy. Who wants to be mysterious guy?
This armor, it belongs to the knights. Colonel, this armor belongs to the knights.
It does look like yeah, that's him.
Okay.
I was like, you picked the perfect voice because he does look like Snake.
Who on earth?
Also, he's one of the love interests as well, I should say. You can date Snake in this game.
The tracks point this way. Should we follow you, General Heath?
That's Colonel Heath to you. And have you forgotten? We can't tread any further into enemy lands. We might get caught in a crab battle. Too many crabs here. We'll have to go back to the border troops and report this to the prince.
Yes.
I'll give him a call on my codec and let him know you're coming.
What's a high D doing here?
Look! I think they've stopped following us! Listen close, Butt. The Book of Prophecy chose you. The moment you touched it, your fate changed completely. Everything that happens now will become the stuff of legends. Oh, please? Why so shocked? This is awesome. Oh well, you'll understand someday. This world will soon be destroyed. That's why the book appeared. This world will go and another born. It's the order of things. But before this world is gone, it is your duty to record in the book of prophecy things worthy for the new world.
It's the note.
Yep. See, it's easy. Whenever you go to a new place, its information will automatically be recorded in the book. Now, for the important stuff. When you find something valuable, you have to code scan it. What's a code scan? It's when you smack something with the book. I mean, it's more like, how do I explain this? Try code scanning that flower. Get close and press the B button.
Whack that flower with your book. Oh my god, you actually do it!
Yes, that's what I was saying, is you spend most of this game whacking everything you see.
You spent the whole game whacking, huh?
Yep. See, doing a
Oh
code
my.
scan doesn't mean you've taken the object. You just have its information. The real thing goes untouched. That's how it works. Not too hard, right? Come on, now to start our fiery legend.
So I have a question for our esteemed assemblage. About how old do we think the main character looks?
She's a child.
Yeah, look. How old does Snake look?
He looks like he's 40. When the fire angel
And
comes from the
he's
earth, the gates of
one
hell.
of the romance options?
Yep, he is. He is. This is Japan, 2008 Japan.
Yep.
I'm not shocked, to be honest.
Me neither. Do you remember that a lot of games when they came to America got their characters aged up? Like Miu and Mayu and whatever from Fatal Frame, like, were 16 and under, and America's like, make these people be 18, please.
Yeah.
Especially since you're gonna have them in, some of them in these revealing outfits. A lot of them that got banned outside of Japan. Mainly the bikinis. Yes, they usually have bikinis for their underage characters.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah, this tablet is a Metal tablet. Metal tablets come from the book pages that flew out during creation. They tell how to make weapons and items. As the book's chosen one, only you can see them, no one else. Hidden tablets also exist, so be sure to check everywhere in case they pop up. Now let's do a code scan. Get close and press the B button. Alright, you got a Metalese. It tells you how to make a sword. The codes you need are 1 fire, 3 iron, and 1 just. Wait, I haven't told you about codes yet. Turn to the swords page. The full name Rusted Battle Sword has Rusted as the title and Battle Sword as the weapon's name. These can be changed by putting codes into the mental map on the right. This is the mental map. Codes are what's inside of it. Try touching one. Something popped up below, right? You can store up to 4 codes there. Just take out a code and drop it in. Why is it? Hello. This will be real easy. Just touch and drag out the codes you want to move. Changing code changes the makeup of the object. You can strengthen it, add attributes, and transform it. If you take the ill code out, the title changes and becomes stronger. Give it a try. Copper Sword. Good, you changed its title. This is how you swap codes. When you get enough codes, check on the Metalese you got earlier and create a stronger weapon. Ready to head to
you'll never
town?
take me alive.
Ready to head to town yet? It's due west of here. Okay. Rolf said the world is ending and you get to decide what is preserved for the next world. What are the first 3 things you save? I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, I guess my family. Yeah, I would save my mom, my dad, and my cat. That would be like the first 3 things.
If I was to give a sort of like literal answer to this, I would probably like. Well, for one thing, my computer has enough parts that it would probably count for all 3. But I'm sitting in front of my computer right now, so I'd probably just start here. Or are we saving concepts? Because then it would be the concept of computers instead of...
The concept of technology as a broad term. The concept of tasty food.
Oh wait, I need the map. Oh, there we go.
So is this game timed?
No, it's not. It's not timed. You can spend as much time as you want. At least as far as I know. I don't think it's timed. What are you doing? Let's head to town. It's to the west. I'm just trying to...
Barney doesn't know what the west is.
No, I was just trying to see if there's, like, other items.
I know.
Ah, a monster just appeared. It's a goblin. But this goblin looks pretty hard. There must be some reason. Hey, Butt, code scan the goblin. When code...
Hit it with your book.
Yep, basically. When code scanning a monster, get behind it to find an opening. Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, because it's still real easy to get behind it. There we go.
Alright, good job. It's got a lot of stone codes. That code is increasing its HP. If you want to lower its HP, just remove the stone code. Other monsters...
Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Other monsters are bound to have codes assigned to them, so try code scanning them all. It really is, like...
So, and I guess removing the code changes all goblins?
It changes all goblins.
And so now it's weaker, but probably worth less experience and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, when you add more stuff to it, it makes it stronger, and if you can defeat it, you get more from it. If you weaken it, then it becomes easier to defeat, but you gain less from it by defeating it. And another interesting fact is you can literally do this with anything, including bosses. I have beaten bosses in this game by code scanning them and removing their stuff. Like, no joke, I've done that. It was great. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. See, watch this. So right now he's a normal goblin, right? I can add the ill code to him and make him sick. So he becomes even weaker. Sickly goblin.
I was gonna say a sick goblin would be dangerous. A sickly goblin less so.
Yeah.
That goblin is sick.
Let me... Yeah, it is a very cool concept. The only problem is you're gonna get a lot of stuff in this book and it's gonna be hard to navigate after a while. There we go.
An ore sword.
Yep.
It looks like it's made of kryptonite.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to the map and there we go. I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I'm like trying to remember like abilities and stuff. Oh, frick.
This ability is called Perfectly Legitimate Nintendo DS.
Yeah, perfectly legitimate Nintendo DS, exactly. Yeah, I don't remember how to do it, which is kind of a problem.
What are you trying to do?
So, as I said, the only way to regain MP is if you juggle monsters, but I can't remember how you juggle monsters. Oh well, the game will probably tell me at some point.
The Judgment Link can be initiated by pressing the A button while a monster is off guard, knocked down, attacking, or has its back turned to you, to launch the monster into the air, at which point you can press the X and Y buttons to juggle them. If you use one button repeatedly, it will keep the monster go higher, increasing the damage dealt and the items they drop, making it good for collecting mystic jewels and restoring MP, but making it harder to keep hitting them. However, if you alternate X and Y, then it will keep the monster low, making it easier to hit and doing less damage, making it good for increasing your weapon levels and a monster's hit count record.
That actually... Maybe it's just not... Oh, frick. I did not mean to do that! Stop it! Stop it! Stop!
I don't know what's happened to your DS. It's bugging out.
What happened to your Nintendo Switch? She's just emulating on the Nintendo Switch, it's fine. Totally more legitimate that way.
Yep. Not only can you code scan flowers and metallizers, but people too. Try it on that soldier there.
Hit him full on the face.
Yep. What was that? People don't realize they've just been code scanned. Now try code scanning all sorts of people. Now,
Well, that's good, because you'd end up in a lot of trouble if you were slamming people in the face of a book.
yeah. Now look, on the bottom right of the page, you just code scan. See those numbers written? Those are called code points. Code points reflect the book's value. Increasing these value makes it level up. How do you increase them? First, code scan something new. It'll create a new page which gives you more points. You can also increase the information on pages you already have. Fighting monsters, making friends, they all add more information. When the Book of Prophecy levels up, you can have a future vision. The book will show you visions of the near future, so watch closely. If there's anything else you don't understand, just ask me. See that question in the upper left? Touch that to have me explain. The map in the upper right opens to the page of your current location. It's pretty useful, so remember it.
So, like, you're hitting the flowers and the trees and stuff, and it makes your book better.
Yeah. Okay, I can only hit them, apparently, over here.
So you can't code scan trees? so the new world's not going to have any trees. Good job, guys.
Yep. Thanksy, we tried. We tried so hard. We got so far.
Oh,
But it could have signs.
well, it's kind of a good thing because otherwise you run into issues like I had with Kingdom Hearts 3, where it gave me tutorials with stuff that I've been doing for like the last 3 hours in the game. Like real late tutorials I could have used earlier on.
Yeah.
Stuff like this is definitely better. You get it out of the way, and you're not being annoyed by stuff like that later on.
Who wants to be Minya?
Hi there, I'm Miranda.
You don't have time to waste playing with toddlers. Huh? What?
Who's that, mister?
Man, she saw me? I guess spiritual people can see me. What a drag.
He disappeared. Weird. Oh no, look at the time. I have to get home.
No, quick, before she gets away, hit her with the book. Bam. Hold still for a second. No.
Huh? Something about that girl. Before we do that, actually, we should go over here because, if I remember correctly, this is our house. Spirit Boy is a dick to kids, yeah. What is it? Ah, your house, eh? Want to step in? Yeah, this is my house. What are you talking about? Nice room. If you're tired, we could rest. Just face the bread. Just face the bed and press A button to go to sleep.
Are you hungry, Anya? Do you want some bread?
Yeah, I guess so. A half-written novel about a two-bladed hero and a frightful monster. A very elegant dresser, but the top left drawer doesn't open.
Oh, so that's like how much you can earn from this locale.
Yeah, a well-worn hearth. Full of letters from Fauna, our Tomodachi. Now this whole location is complete. We can rest, which I think brings up our HP and mana. MP. HP and MP.
And advance the doomsday clock. What day?
Nah, there's no
10
time.
days until apocalypse. Dun dun dun.
Da 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 da. Okay, so let's.
Resting on the bread usually helps, yeah.
Oh, wait, first, actually, before we do that. Empty wooden box has been there for a long time.
Ugh, I can't wait to sleep in my bread later.
Welcome to Royal Castle. Oh, wait, yeah, you can read it.
Welcome to Rowan, Castle Town of Kalia.
Yeah.
Kalila.
Wiz Khalifa.
Kalela. Da, 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 da. Got me on my knees, Kalela.
There. I want to play with that boy. Give him cooties.
Bam!
Oh,
What the hell?
why would you do that to me?
What
You're
the
so
fuck?
mean. I'm gonna tell my mom on you.
So do you, wind up just like changing an NPC's things change
Yeah,
them?
yeah, it changes them.
So if you make her not mysterious, will she start being a dick or something?
No, not like that. It's more like problems kind of go away over time.
I'm like, is it a bad idea to remove just from the guards? Now the town guard is all corrupt.
My problems go away because I'm getting amnesia from you hitting me with this book. Soon I won't even remember my name.
Could you please go into my code and remove the laziness module? Would really appreciate that. Heck yeah.
You go into my code and remove the depression? That would
What's under this large sheet? A skull?
Want to rest?
Yeah, go in this other person's bed. He'll be okay.
Don't worry, we'll just find a nice comfy brunk bread and get some rest. So you can't scan it?
No, I scanned it. It's just, it
But
shows...
it's got question marks.
Okay, so basically I'm gonna meet somebody who can tell me specifically... an unfinished bridge, you can often find Rex fishing here. So basically there's gonna be a person that can tell us what plants are and what they do, and that'll unlock what their codes are.
Nah.
nice warm bread.
Nice warm bread. So you may notice that in different places, there are things that say, like, come back with the right metallize. So basically, if you find certain metallize, you can come back to these locations to get special items and stuff.
I mean, at least we're not taking anything in this one. We're just rifling through all their stuff to gain whatever.
Yeah, like, it's
Yeah.
to save them for the next world, because the apocalypse is coming no matter what. Like, that's...
Well, yeah, but we're not, like, hitting it with the book, so we're not actually saving it.
Yeah, we're not, at least we're not going into houses and throwing people's pots
Yeah.
and rifling through their chest.
Still missing stuff, apparently.
Oh, wait,
Just
is the button to hit
find
with
it.
book and the button to read the same button?
No, it's different buttons.
Okay, so yeah, you really aren't hitting any of the stuff with the book. I'm just like, oh, yes. Sorry.
I remember, like, in Card 1, Blue, Red, and Yellow, where you would, like, rifle through people's trash cans.
Look, they might have thrown away a perfectly good Pokeball.
And there was Pokeballs and loads, yeah. And potions. Though I wouldn't really pick those up, but... Good night, Ro.
Good night, Rolf. I love you very much. Have a good
night.
sleep. Thanks for joining us. I love you.
It's the general militaristic music.
Yep.
Yep.
Boom, 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 bada, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, 666.
The number of the beast.
Yeah.
Hell and fire are sworn to be released. Do.
Yeah, another 666.
Heck yeah.
Oh, and you ruined it.
Dang, C. Can't believe I've done this.
Oh, ooh.
Apparently, the hero wears a little Dutch boy hat.
Yep.
I can't believe that they stole Ralph's hat.
Yep.
And Mark's.
What? What happened?
Rats, rats.
No!
Working for you, Autumn?
Nope.
Oh no. Okay, I think this is the person that you talked to learn about flowers, I think, if I remember correctly. Who wants to be Kamui?
Hello? Okay.
Okay, it says voice connected again. I think I'm back.
Yay, Barry! Yay!
That was rude.
I'm guessing
I was
it.
like-
Discord had a hiccup.
The stream came back, and I was like, oh, the stream's back. God. Oh.
Oh
Then I
no!
started hearing from Discord.
Yeah, I guess Discord must have
Oh,
had
no.
like a whole like die for a second.
Yeah,
Discord was like,
definitely had a hiccup.
Yep.
Because I also had an issue with the stream, and then Discord was having an issue picking up my mic, so
Yeah. I'm glad everything's working again though, because that was scary.
yeah, it was.
Who wants to be Kamui, by the way?
Can you hear me alright, by the way? Am I delayed?
You cut out sometimes, but overall I can hear you.
Damn it. How about now?
Yeah.
No, you're not delayed.
Yeah, not delayed. It's more like sometimes the ends and beginnings get cut off sometimes. But now it's fine.
I'm going to blame CRISPR for that.
Yep.
Or crisp.
Oh. Okay. Hello. You're looking a little down. I see, yes. I do find myself in those spirits sometimes. Got to go water for my novel.
It makes me feel like I'm a real faker.
I'll reckon my brain on that, and nothing will come. Not even myself.
No, no.
It's hard to face the next morning.
What a glum guy.
But it's times like these that I go flower gazing. I sometimes need to get out of bread.
Oh
Then
my
I
god.
think of feelings of the flowers and let you know. Did you know, but that flowers have meanings. This knowing its meaning can lend you strength to get out of bread.
Hey, that sounds pretty neat, but try showing him the flower we got from the Book of Prophecy. Alright, let's show it to him. Touching the flower allows you to show it to him.
Do you have to touch each one?
Yeah. As I said, like, it's a cool concept, but it gets really annoying, especially as your book gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Blazera, it signifies passion. Such a lovely flower.
See, now we have the fire thing.
If you want the flower you don't know, bring it to me. I'll tell you its meaning.
Hello. You're looking well today.
Oh, shoot, voice acting.
Hello, you look well today.
Choose a flower.
This weird thing.
First plant. It signifies control. Such a lovely flower. Do you have another flower you need explained?
It signifies control. Chaos control.
Hellgrass. It signifies battery. Do you have another flower you need explained?
It is also associated with moving castles.
Come back with a new flower, and I'll tell you its meanings.
So, like, because of that, since we got that, flower, here's what we can actually do. So we can go flowers. What am I? Blech. And I can take this. Apparently the
Again,
value goes up when I take the code, which makes sense. What were you gonna say,
And
Barry?
once again, it's just like another completely needless step that, like, if you did it once or twice would be like, okay, whatever. But it looks like it's something you're gonna be doing constantly over the course of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gets really annoying over time, I will say that. Now it's a flaming ore sword. And you can see it takes a little bit of my MP to move stuff around. So that's another annoying aspect of it, is you can't just like move stuff around willy-nilly.
It reminds me very much of Mega Man Battle Network.
But I feel like Mega Man Battle Network works better than this. This is like a lot more
Not-
complicated.
Not when you play it, does.
Oh yeah, because I'm a bad gamer, but...
So I'm just waiting for us to huck a pet at someone.
Heck yeah.
Mega Man, attack!
Mega Man Attack, that's still one of my favorite things to ever happen.
It would probably be annoying for some people, but I do appreciate that it doesn't hold your hand. It's like you gotta press A on everything to find what you need to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
'Cause-
complain about that.
Because some games are just like having like the A button above in like a bubble, being like
Or,
press
like-
A here, press A here, press A here. Like I get annoyed with that.
Or like everything has that like every new interactable has like that god glow around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gold. Like, sometimes I appreciate that because depending on how far away from my TV I am, I could be blind as a bat.
I like it coming up. Sorry.
On smaller stuff like this, like on the Switch and stuff, if you put it handheld, then it's like I don't need it. But if it's on the TV and I'm on my bed, like away from the TV and stuff is small, then yeah, I do appreciate getting some sort of indication that something is there, but not like it being, oh, especially if some NPC is doing it, like, come over here, come over here. I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. Like, I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and the characters were like, come and look at this person's died, come and look at this, and it's like, and we need to go capture this person, like, can I look around please? Like, there was stuff on these people's bodies that I want. Can I please be allowed to do that without you yelling at me that we need to be doing something, you son of a bitch?
Yeah, I think the
Very
best use
nice.
of the outline glow is to like highlight something when you're near it to be like, hey, this is interactable. Hey, this is pills in the toilet, which might blend in otherwise. But yeah, like some games just have it like glow from across the room, and it's just the.
Yeah.
I like the way that Assassin's Creed does it, because nothing is highlighted until you use your eagle eye and stuff.
Yeah,
and then
that's
stuff
another good
is
way to do it.
highlighted, and then after like 10 seconds, that highlight goes away. So it doesn't stay around forever, so it's quite useful. Now that sort of stuff that like it's not too intrusive, and you can do it whenever you want. Okay, Helen. Alden, you know what to do.
So good to see you, but Fanny's right upstairs. Oh no.
Fanny!
Oh no.
Hi, Owen, by the way. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome to the
Owen.
stream. I love you very much. Hazzy, you know this bag of bones?
That's rude.
Yeah, he's very rude.
Oh, everything all right, dearie? Do you see something?
What, me? Normal people can't see us, spirits. Don't worry about it.
Ma, you're looking a bit daft, aren't you, dearie? Did you hit your noggin? Ah, what the fuck was that? I'm being assaulted by the youth! I've also changed voices.
Yep.
Oh, but now that you're here, why not go see Fanny?
Oh my god.
Me dear sweet Fanny.
World is this last thing?
Is calling San Diego.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
See this? See, this could have used eagle eye right now.
Or is it possible that it's not here yet?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because we need to go talk to Fanny first.
Now, she's one of the love interests for the male main character.
Of course. No Fanny for the ladies.
No.
Who's Fanny?
Thanks for coming to visit, Bucket.
Yeah.
What's that book? The book. Book of prophecy. Sounds complex. I can't read very well. Are those foreign letters? I doubt I could read it. I can't read.
Obviously, only the chosen one can read it.
That's pretty cool that you're reading such a difficult book. Tell me what it's about sometime. I'll be here in my bread.
See, there's this locked thing here in the middle. Because of it, I can't remove it. I can't remove it until I complete her storyline quest, and then I can finally remove it. So she's just stuck with the sickliness.
I'm down with the sickness. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I feel better today because you're here. in this tasty bread.
Butt, I heard you met with
Hello.
Fanny.
Yes, I feel better because I'm in this bread.
Oh yeah, I want to get up in that bread.
Burn my... Please don't burn my bread. Extra reference.
It's called toast, Fanny.
I've never had a toast bunny before. Thanks for coming today. I had fun.
See you later, Helen. Thanks for hanging out at the stream. I love you very much, Helen. Have a good night. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks for coming today, Helen. I had fun.
Oh, bye, dearie. Thanks for coming around.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Can't say the same about this bag of bones.
Oh, it's so sweet you came to visit me, dear young Fanny. So sweet.
See you later.
I love that she's like, thanks for coming. I had fun. We were there for like 2 seconds.
Oh, but thank you so much for coming to see Fanny. Ah, yes, I just finished baking this loaf of bread. You can sleep in it if you want.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Fresh from the oven. I baked nuts and berries into it, so it has the forest's blessings.
That feels very uncomfortable to sleep in.
Baking nuts and berries into it gives it the forest's blessings. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, this gives you some MP, if I remember correctly. If you have it.
Yeah, that's par for the course for an RPG. Food gives you MP.
Or
I know.
health.
Yeah.
And/or. Food and drink are health and MP.
Which is totally true for real life.
Can you not just take the bread? I take it you can't take the bread because
No.
you're moving around it like that.
Yeah, I can't take it, but you saw I code scanned it, so now I have it.
Because I'm guessing that bread is probably the last bit.
Nope, there it
Oh,
was.
nope, it was the clock. Alright.
Don't forget, going to bread also recovers your HP and MP.
Yep.
So make it a rule of life to go to bread.
That girl just now, she was really sick. She doesn't have much time left. What's that? You
Well,
want to
neither does the
save her?
world, so.
Yeah. Of course I do. And use the book's power. You can rewrite things that are recorded in it. It will change reality. Let's make that our goal for later. I love that we're just breaking into people's houses all the time.
That's normal in RPGs. And
Yep.
any game, really.
Yeah, it's true.
So are those recipes?
Yeah, they're recipes. You can make them.
Oh, so if you like added that to plant, all your plants would become medicine plants. Okay.
Like you would, if you put them together, you would create that thing. Yeah. Which is, again, another thing that's annoying.
Brothers off buying more goods for our shop. Oh. Oh. Don't touch anything. You'll get your filthy peasant prints all over it.
Your filthy paws look like silky drawers.
Don't you dare take any of our money that we just are hoarding up top.
I really leave that shit just out there like that. I guess rich people who don't care.
It's the last. Should you really be in here? It said. They can't stop me. I'm gonna steal it all. It's mine now. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Nah. Okay, no. I think I'm fine.
This word's got me out of feed.
Let's go this way.
I'm having such a good time. Having a ball.
Dang, see, I give up. I don't know where it is. Graveyard! The ballerina protege Tom lies here. Here lies Wason, Empire refugee Escudo. In death, Master Sword passes on his skull to Gustav.
His skill, not skull.
Oh.
First the bread and now
I can't talk. I can't talk. Sleep well, kind and loving wife Cornelia. Famous burglar Wilhelm Fro Jameson lives here. Lies here. I mean, oh my god.
the doodle.
Uncle Vaz now leaves his flirting skills to Viz.
Uncle Vass wants you to know that this is the very definition of insanity. He's going to tell you it over and over again. Constantly. It's going to get really annoying by the time you finally fight him.
I'll say that this is the perfect place for me to head up. In the graveyard.
Heck yeah. Who wants to be Jorg?
Who wants to be Georg? Georg.
Georg.
Georg. Greetings. You must be Biop. Yeah, I'm Georg. Yeah, don't be surprised. Yeah, I know the name of every citizen of my town of Renoa. Renoa.
Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah, I protect its people and grant them safety. That is my duty as mayor. Filling their dark souls with light.
This guy is an elf. That's rare. They usually only live in the forest. I thought they hated human towns.
Yeah, so you noticed my ears. Yes, I am indeed an elf. The supreme race closest to the gods. No need to feel uptight. I'm not racist, but please, act naturally around your betters.
Get. Lord George, your guests are waiting. They grow restless.
Yes, Georg, you ignorant pumpkin. Goodness, we can't talk under these rich circumstances. Yeah, I'm afraid I must take my leave.
Wait, Lulu, you're actually heading off?
I did say that in the graveyard, yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying that as like a joke, like, oh, this is the end. I didn't realize you actually meant.
Like, cut out for me, but I just heard something about the graveyard, a perfect place to.
Oh no, Lulu. So, are you heading out?
Well, I mean,
this, yeah.
Okie doke. I love you, Lulu.
I love Love you too.
Boop, 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 boop. Fuck you, Nightbot!
No, Nightbot! So I'm guessing we're stopping here then?
Yeah, it certainly seems to be the case.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Iron just dog. Just dog.
Yep. Amazing. So what are our thoughts?
It's got a lot of good ideas in it, but I feel like they really could have like this came out in 2008, right?
Yeah.
Like I think some of the more like unnecessarily grindy elements, like you need to individually talk to him for each of these flowers. Maybe could have had a more streamlined option.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a struggle. And then also, like, just having to navigate that whole book and move stuff around all the time, and that moving stuff takes up MP, like, it just makes it so annoying in the long run. Like, at one point, I was getting so tired, like, having to look through my book and find stuff and, like, find place to put it and whatnot. Like, it got really annoying real fast.
You know, there are some places where it doesn't hold your hand, and I'm like, that's nice. Like, it gets a little tiresome when you walk into a room and it's just like, interact with this. Okay, you're done. Move on. This. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to this. But other ways to really afford to, yeah,
Yeah.
streamline itself a little more.
Yeah. What about you, Lulu?
Half of the course. DS RPGs, I feel.
Yeah.
Really good though.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I think as a DS game, it's probably like one of the like most interesting, maybe even like a top tier one for me in terms of DS games, but in terms of RPG games overall, it's like it's lacking, but in the same way a lot of DS RPGs lack stuff.
Yeah, I'm in the position of never having had a DS, so
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up with a DS, and I will say most games could not figure out a way to properly work well with the system. Like, I think when the only RPGs I played that actually did it right, and which is reason why I love it so much, is The World Ends With You. That game does it so well. Like, I don't think I think legitimately I would call The World Ends With You probably like one of the best, if not the best, Nintendo DS games, specifically Nintendo DS RPG games. It works. Every aspect about it works really well. And you can tell it was designed specifically for the Nintendo DS. And that a lot of thought and effort was into making it work well with it.
Just like with the Final Fantasy remakes that were on the DS.
Yeah.
And legitimately the first time that I actually ever got to play those games, because I didn't end up, because I didn't have a SNES or anything like that. But that was the biggest issue with the DS and the 3DS and whatever is just people trying to use the DS and trying to experiment with the features of it, which you see a lot of early in the DS and the 3DS's life cycle, and then later on it kind of isn't used that much anymore because people aren't using the gimmick anymore.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting to see, because like with anything, you have the beginning, then you have the Renaissance, and then you have the end.
Yeah.
Um, there were a lot of games on the DS do very well to implement the touchscreen. Like, for example, like you have Pokemon Ranger that implements it perfectly because it's built around that technology, and you have elite agents. You have Nintendogs and cats that use the technology that they're given rather than, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this kind of stuff obviously leads itself towards being experimented with. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because there's definitely a lot of good ideas with this game, but obviously it just doesn't work out the way anyone could have hoped.
I think that factor is actually even worse with the 3DS because while the DS gave you the touchscreen to experiment with, the 3DS also give you obviously the 3D aspect of it, the
Yeah.
3D switch on it, which ends up making a lot of people be sick. And it gave people, including me, headaches
Yeah.
putting on the 3D. So that was also a case of the earlier games on the 3DS using the 3D a lot, and then as you go along, games use the 3D a lot less, or just because which Pokemon game was it? I think it was actually with Black and White where it does or am I thinking of X and Y? Either way, it wasn't really it didn't really have a 3D aspect, but you could turn it on and it's cool. But then when you turn it off, the game still looked fine because that was the issue with the 3D, was that the game could look weird when you had it turned off, or it could look very different when you turned it on. So
Yeah.
the Renaissance really came about where you could have games that could do both, that it would look fine in either way. And obviously, because then you've got the 2DS, which was literally the same thing, but it just didn't have the 3D.
Yeah.
So obviously, you have to make it good. So it worked on both.
Yeah, I think it was X and Y because I think Black and White was still on the Nintendo DS.
That was DS. Yeah.
Every time I hear Black and White, I think of the Molly No God game. I forget you're talking about Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah. Pokemon.
Yeah, but for me, like I just know Black and White because that was my first Pokemon game, and I'm glad it was my first because I love that game so much. I would honestly replay it someday because I liked it that much. Made me
The
cry.
jet winner disease.
What was that,
You've got
Lulu?
you've got the jet winner disease.
Yep.
And for people who don't know what that is people only see like the first generation of Pokemon, red and blue and yellow, as the be all and end all, and there's no other generations after that first one because that's what they first played and grew up with.
I mean,
So,
I like the other games that I've played so far. For me, technically, Pokemon Go was my first Pokemon, and I still play that almost daily. And I liked Pokemon Sun, except for the music. I didn't like the music, but I enjoyed it. I just think that Black and White overall had the most intriguing like story and characters to me so far, but I don't think the other Pokemon games are any less. Especially since I haven't played a lot of them. I still need to play them.
yeah, I definitely enjoyed Black and White, especially Black and White 2, because it had a very interesting story, and it was definitely different from the other entries at that point, and afterwards too. Yeah, like there are games that I've started with in series, but then find like later or early ones are definitely my favorite more. I started with Final Fantasy X, and 4 and 6 are my favorites. So
Yeah, I started with an earlier Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy IX is still my favorite.
yeah, it's okay to like later or earlier entries.
Yeah. Everyone has favorites, and I think they're all valid.
Yes.
But anyways, Lulu, thank you so much for being with us and joining me on this welcome back episode of the podcast. I love you very much, and I hope you get some good rest.
I love you too. And now I'm going to bed.
Okie doke.
Good night. Eat well.
Oh my gosh. I'm never gonna live this down.
I shall use the best of my schools.
Oh
to
my
get to bed.
gosh. I'm leaving and never coming back. This is the last episode of all time. Goodbye.
Okay. You. This is Princess Lulu 99 signing out.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
So, Barry, do you want to do some Terraria or what?
I can give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah. I gotta pull up Steam. I don't even remember what we were doing last time again. So, that'll be
Neither
fun.
do I.
I think we had just been some of the mechanical bosses. Maybe. I don't remember.
I think we'd beaten at least one of them. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okie doke.
Myself.
Okay. Time to pull up Terrarias. I've played almost 150 hours of Terraria. That's insane. How have I played so much Terraria?